When your company earns unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases with Capital One, that's serious business. So Stephen at SandCloud got a serious business card, the Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One.
We used our 2% cash back to help build our retail presence.
Savvy, Stephen.
And we get big purchasing power, so our business can spend more and earn more.
The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/SparkCashPlus.
Hello, and welcome to JasonNewland.com. My name's Jason Newland, and this is Let Me Bore You to Sleep. I thought I'd do a Saturday summary. A Saturday summary. For some reason, Vinny is acting particularly frenetic. Don't know why. Oh. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. Yeah. I hope you're well. What have I done this week? Well, it's two things really. Two things that that would summarise the week, kind of, in a way. One would be, he's not stopping. What's going on? What he wants is TREEEEEEETS. And he's being a bit naughty because he prefers those over his own food. I'm going to have to start being a bit more strict and saying, nope, eat your food first. And that's what it was like for me when I was a kid. You know, you could have your dessert, but I'd have to eat me food first. Have to eat me greens and me, the horrible stuff. Then I could have the nice stuff, the cake and the ice cream and the apple crumble. Oh, yeah. Those were the days. Jelly and ice cream, fruit and ice cream. On a really good occasion, Knickerbocker Glory. Oh, they were great. I'd eat anything in order to have that. Blimey. Never liked liver though. Never liked liver. Oh. No. Just didn't. Never could. Never would. Never will. It was... wasn't my thing. Never really offal. Never an offal person. I mean, I didn't know it was called offal back then. But really, Mr. Fidgety Bum, what are you doing? Right, I'm going to ignore you now. Maybe you'll calm down or you'll go away. What do you mean go away? But I'm your son. You don't want me to go away, do you? No, I don't want you to go away, but I'd like you to stop fidgeting. Go and eat your breakfast, or your dinner, or your lunch, whatever you want to call it. Now you're going to lick my face. No, lick it. That's not going to get you anything more. You've had all you're having. You don't need anything else. You've not run out of anything. Have you? No, you haven't. You don't run out of anything. I think he's just got a bit of energy. Suddenly got a bit of energy. A little bit. He wants to play. You want to have playtime? You want to play? Play. So yeah. Anyway. What's happened this week? Oh, he's calmed down now. But he's still observing the room. Still observing the world. His world. I wonder what it's like for him. You know, he's just like this. You know, everything's going to be bigger for him because he's so little in here. What's it like for him when he looks around at this place? Is it boring? Is it interesting? Is it, you know, is it just like, Is he just making sure everything's where it should be? Make it, you know, everything's in its place? Or, I don't know. I don't know. Vinny. Right, he's now just licking his feet. So, hey, not his feet, his fingers. I can't remember what happened last Sunday. I can't remember what happened last Monday. I'm sure stuff happened. I mean, I did get some deliveries, some teabags. Tuesday it was my birthday. Thursday it was the farewell ceremony for Uncle Sausages. Yeah, it's a weird kind of to have both in 1 week. I'm just glad it wasn't on the same day. I couldn't have done that. Well, I would have had to, wouldn't I, really? But yeah, that would have. In fact, I would have just told the lady that was organising it. If she'd have said 26, just no, do a different day, please. Yeah, I would have, because you know I'd have a little bit of. I'm sure if I say, yeah, please don't do it on my birthday, she'd be fine with that. So, but it was the same week, unfortunately. It should have been the week before. Should have been the week beyond. Should have been the week before, but they had problems. They lost his paperwork in the system. They couldn't find his farewell certificate. That's a nice little yawn. So I'm just trying to think. So whenever I'm not complaining, okay? I'm not. It sounds like I am, doesn't it, before I say that? It's like, the fact you said you're not complaining means you're about to complain. No, not really. I'm not complaining. So every birthday I get a lot of birthday messages, which is brilliant, okay? And you might think, oh, why were you saying I'm not complaining? That's just, I try and respond to them. And it's almost impossible to respond to everything, and I don't like the idea of missing one out. That someone's sent me a message and I've not responded, and maybe responded to everyone else's and not theirs. And some people take social media like very seriously, so I don't want someone to look and think, oh, he hasn't responded to mine. Ooh, what have I done wrong? And if that is the case, then apologies, because I struggle to keep track of it all. I also got some PayPal gifts, which was lovely, very helpful. It's helped me get stocked up a little bit, because for the winter. I was just listening to something on the radio. It was talking about the trees are shedding their leaves early this year, and because it's been the hottest summer in history ever on the planet, which of course it hasn't, has it? On record, maybe in this country, in England. Whether or not they're talking about the UK or England, I don't know, because England's part of the UK, United Kingdom, but I'm sure, well, I don't know, was it the hottest summer ever on record in Scotland? Was it the hottest summer ever on record in Wales? Wales? I know someone who's actually in Wales at the moment. I used to have a friend in Wales. Yeah, late 90s. I did. All the way up to, from 99 to 2001. I went and visited him twice. We used to talk on the phone and stuff. And then I moved out of London. I remember this day. It's very, very weird. So I'm walking. Let's say, maybe there's a different setup. But I'm walking into work. It's a new job. Only been there for probably my first week in there, to be fair. Been out to lunch, walking back. This is probably September 2001. And I think I phoned his mobile and there's no answer. So I phoned his landline. And his wife answers. And I said, what's his name there? She said, what's his name? I said, look, I'm just your husband. She said, no, he's not. Why are you calling him what's his name? You know his name. I said, yeah, I know his name. So why are you calling him what's his name? I said, does it really matter? Is it relevant? She said, well, yeah, you called me. I'm entitled to ask you at least one question. I said, it's not a game show. She said, why would it be a game show? Why would you even say that? If this was a game show, there'd be more than one question, wouldn't there? And there'd be cameras on us. Not if it was on the radio. Name one game show that's on the radio. That's a good point. I can't. But I'm sure there are. Come on then, name one. Also, name one person that listens to the radio. Nay, being rude, because I do listen to the radio every day. Yeah, but other than yourself. Wow. So why are you calling him what's his name then? Well, the reason I'm calling him what's his name is because I don't use people's names generally on the podcast. She said, you still doing it, are you? Which is weird because podcasting wasn't even a thing back then. I didn't start doing podcasts until 2006. I was just scared. Whenever he's next to me, for some reason I feel a little bit itchy on my leg. That's that he's pressing against. So I go to itch my scratch, and he jumps off, annoyed with me. So this time I did it, but I held him down. Not bad, but I just kind of just held him there, like it's okay. And he just growled at me. I don't know if you heard. I don't want him jumping off. I like it when he's cuddling me and he's got his head resting on my leg, looking at me, as if to say, "What the heck, Dad? What are you doing? Why are you staring at me? Why are you staring at me, Daddy?" He's feeling a good little boy. He's feeling a good little boy. Yes, you are, aren't you? You're a good boy. You are a good boy. I can't actually see if his eyes are open or not because the lighting's not very bright. I've got this. I don't know if you can visualize the outlay of this flat. But basically, opposite me is a TV, which today, hopefully, will be on the wall, on a wall rack for the TV, which will free up some space. So that would be nice. That'd be weird though. I don't want it really much higher than it is already. But I'm used to the height of it. But maybe a bit higher would be better actually. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I could rest my neck, like that and watch TV. Because at the moment I can't, because I'd have to. Well, I can, but I'd have to just lower my eyes. That's lazy, isn't it? I don't even want to move my eyes. But my natural eye line, if I put my head back against the head of the chair, the back of the chair, whatever, is it's higher up. To be fair, the ceiling would have to be a lot higher. So yeah, let's forget about that. It doesn't really make sense. It would have to be higher up. Unless I was further away. But I'm not. I can't get any. I was going to say I can never be further away, but in this instance, I can't get any further back than where I am now. So once that TV's up on the wall, because at the moment it's on 2 tables, 2 desks, 2 gaming desks. So once it's on the wall, I don't know what to do with those desks. I might just keep the desks there, but in reality, I kind of would like to go back to making or watching TV or watching a movie or whatever whilst sitting at my desk, because I haven't done that for a long time. Actually, it's not that long ago, to be honest. A couple of months, so it's not a long time. Maybe a month, 2 months. I don't know how long it is since I've had the TV on those desks. It seems like ages. But at the same time, I remember doing it, because I asked my neighbours downstairs to come and give me a hand. So I remember specifically doing it. I do. However, it's a clear memory. But in reality, it might have been about 3 months ago. Maybe even 4 months ago. But then I don't think it was, because they were talking about their birthdays. One was turning 20, one was turning 21. I think they were both turning 21. Her and her boyfriend. So one lives there and her boyfriend is around, obviously, because it's her boyfriend. So he helps me out with stuff. Not a huge amount of stuff, but like physical, practical things, because he's got drills and stuff. And we've been sorting out the curtains, so he put the curtains up for me. I've got another pair of curtains, and these are soundproof blackout curtains. And he's going to put up a curtain rack as well. And both these sets of curtains are going to go together, which just the one already does dampen the noise, which is good. And what I'm probably going to do is do the same in the bedroom as well. And the good thing about it is, I mean, in the summer, see, I can sleep when it's light. I don't need it to be pitch black anymore. I used to when I was much younger. I needed it to be completely, like, not even a speck of sunshine, which was difficult when I was doing night shifts, which I did quite a lot when I was in my younger years. But now, I couldn't care, really. But what it does do is it cools the room down, because there's no sun, and I think having like complete darkness is, maybe I don't need it to go to sleep, and maybe it's useful to keep sleeping. I don't know. I think it's helpful. This microphone keeps, I'm going to say getting erect, that's not the right word, keeps moving up. Oh, I just see what it was. It was a screw issue. A screwing issue. The bit near my mouth, it's not right, it's not in my mouth, but there's a bit. So basically the microphone's on one of those arm microphone stands, so I can manipulate it so it's wherever I want it to be. And the microphone is being held down, and there's screws either side that fits the microphone into the position. Like one side was nice and tight, so one of the holes was tight, the other one was very loose, and not flappy but very loose, so I just tightened it up. It was weird because you think if one hole was tight, both holes would be tight, wouldn't you? But for some reason, and therefore everything was kind of holding its place, you know, like it would hold the erection of the erect microphone like in place so that it stayed in its right, you know, so it didn't keep moving around. I don't necessarily need it to be erect because I kind of have it to the side. When it's standing straight up, I don't think you get my the full capacity, or you don't get my voice properly, and it's it's a weird one because I can't be right on the end of it. I can't have my mouth in the end of it because that can be a little bit distorted and it catches the S's and the pops. So what I do is generally have my mouth, I generally try and aim for the side of it, so that seems a good place to be rather than on the end. So I mean, it's very sensitive on the end of it. And them two holes, I don't know how one gets much looser quicker, because they both start off the same kind of, well, they seem to be the same sort of tightness, but one's remained tight, but the other one is really got loose, like quite quickly. It's not, I mean, maybe overuse. So maybe because I move the microphone every day, because I have to put it over there. I don't leave it in front of me when I'm watching telly and eating and stuff. But why does only one hole get loose when I do that to it? And it doesn't loosen the other hole. So that makes no sense, because I just didn't think that doing that to it would make it so loose. But anyway, I'll tighten it up now. It was weird seeing it going from being just I don't know the word, like flat to erect. It's like just watching it moving up and staring towards the sky. It's like, why are you doing this to me while I'm trying to make a podcast? I don't want it to be erect when I'm making a podcast. As I said, I need it to be like sideways. Plus, you know, it gets, as I said, the end is very sensitive, so it's kind of, if I have to keep moving it, then I have to clap my hands, because I know I'm going to have to edit that out. Thank you very much. So Tuesday, so it was my birthday. It's my birthday. Ooh, ooh. God, I had a bit of a weird tummy the last couple of days, but it's okay now. What was it? It's Friday. Oh, I did Q&A Friday. On Friday. Q&A Friday, so I did that. I got another idea. Tell me what you think. Listeners' letters. You know, you get readers' letters in some magazines. Depending on what magazine you're reading will depend, you know, what kind of letters they are. I thought listeners' letters. So once a week, I'll make a podcast and I'll just read out your letters and then, you know, make a little comment or something. I don't know if you're up for that. But this will mean longer letters. I mean, they don't all have to be long. It can be a short one if you want, but I'm going to need a lot of letters. And really sent to me on my website as a, you know, via the thingy, whatever. Or you could, I guess you could send it on Facebook, but not posted on the Facebook wall. This is kind of like send it to me by messenger or something, and make it as long as you want. I mean, if it's too long, I might not read it all the way out, but I'll, you know, just a nice like page full, and I'll read it. Anything you want to say, any comments you got. And this isn't the same as Q&A Friday. You can ask me a question if you want, but generally I'm just more looking for your stories, your perspectives, what you're thinking, maybe what you're doing. Talk about yourself. I mean, not all of them have to be, about how wonderful I am. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think what else you'd want to write about, but yeah, if you want to talk about yourself, then, go for it. Yeah, why would anyone want to talk about anything but me? I can't think why. Oh, you're so silly. I am. So what do you think about that idea? Listeners' letters. So just send them to me on my website in the form of a message, Maybe I could even put on my website like a listeners' letters thing. The reason I say perhaps don't post it on my Facebook page is because then other people have read them. I'd like the idea of the first time people get to read them is when when I'm reading them out on Thursday. Suddenly I said Thursday, not Thursday, Thursday. Thursday, wow. A weird word. Yeah, the weather's changing now. I don't mean right this second, but it's definitely started to get cooler. And I don't mind it. This time of year is alright for me. I say this time of year, I mean it's only a week ago where it was scorching hot. The seasons not only change very, very quickly in this country, but they also change within the same day. So we have more than one season in a day. It's not like some countries get rainy season, and you can almost predict that at this particular time of the year it's going to rain, and it's going to rain a lot, and it's going to rain continuously, or monsoon season, or hurricane season, you're going to get hurricanes, and you know it, and it happens every year and all that stuff. It's not like that here. There's a few guarantees. In the winter, it's going to be cold at some point. In the summer, it's going to be hot at some point. In all the seasons, it's going to rain a lot at some point. It's going to be windy at some point. You know, it's just standard stuff. So during autumn, yeah, it's going to be windy. Stuff's going to be blown off the trees. That's just standard stuff. But it's not. The seasons don't stick to their own patch. I don't know, it's a little bit like if you know, so you got places where brown bears hibernate in the winter. Now, but they're out in the summer and they collect food, you know, for their hibernation or whatever in their cave. If it was this country, you might see them in their cave in the summer, out during the summer, but then also in their cave some days. And in the winter, you might see them skiing down a mountain. It's just because it's a lovely day. It's kind of weird. We don't have a weird scenario. It's quite hard to predict. What's the prediction really for this country is going to be varied. We're predictably unpredictable. It might be really lovely. It might actually be really freezing cold in the morning. Really lovely midday, like almost like t-shirt weather. And then a huge amount of wind in the afternoon, like late afternoon. So you got winter, summer and autumn all in one day. And it's just, yeah, it's always, in my lifetime, I'd say it's pretty much been like that. It's very easy, I think, to get nostalgic about weather. You know, in the past, we had summers. We don't have summers like back then. It was different back then. Yeah, everything was different. But our perspective was different, wasn't it? I mean, I remember when I was little, when I was like a school kid, it wasn't, you know, my memory of when I was about 7 and 8, summers were hot. When I was 5 and 6, they were some of the hottest summers we'd ever had. I remember those summers because we had droughts. We had, like, it was proper. They say it was the hottest summer we've ever had in this country on record. I don't know. It's been raining the last few days, so it's not like we haven't had any rain either. We've had rain. Maybe not a lot of rain, but That's my knee, by the way, clicking if you're interested. My knee makes so much noise sometimes, you know, during the podcast. I'm starting to think maybe it wants to like go out on its own, have its own show. Jason's knee. What would it do though? What kind of podcast would a knee make? I mean, it doesn't talk. Not conventionally. I suppose all parts of our body talk to us, don't they? They communicate in their own way, like physically, like that. My left knee just probably said good morning to me by clicking loudly. Maybe, baby, I had you. So I guess really, even though I've got not much to talk about this week, it's been a fairly busy week. In Thursday, it seems a bit pointless talking about Thursday because I literally just talked about it a couple of days ago. So I would probably suggest just I did a podcast, Goodbye Uncle Sausages, and that will tell you, you know, about that day. So it's not really a very good Saturday summary, is it really? Not really. Oh well, never mind, eh? It's very quiet at the moment, so that's nice. I like it when it's quiet. It makes me happy. Vinny's also being quite quiet. I wish there was a way of communicating with him. Just verbally, just to be able to really know what he's thinking. Just a day's worth. And the thing is, if we could do that and we could actually hear what dogs are really thinking, would we want them still to be around? I mean, if everything that they were thinking about just popped out of their mouth for a day, would I still want to have a dog? But then you think about it, if all humans had the same thing, so if everything we thought verbalized itself to those that we were around, would anybody have friends? Would it be possible to even hold a friendship if every thought was verbalized? Yeah, I don't think that. I don't know if I'd even last a week. People. Oh, thankfully that's not the thing. At least I don't think so. I'm feeling hungry, but I'm feeling quite relaxed. Quite, you know, whatever that is, quite, Just trying to think what next week holds. Have Have I got any particular things? Now, my upper tooth on my right side of my mouth has chipped, and there's a gap. Now, I'm not sure if there was always a little gap there or it's new. And I'm not too bothered about it, personally. It's not hurting. It's just a little, I don't know, just a little hole in my tooth. I personally am not too bothered about it. I mean, obviously I'm bothered enough to talk about it, but I'm not bothered. You know, it's not like, ooh, I'm not going to start writing a book about it. But my tongue is infatuated. It won't leave it alone. Ooh, ooh. It's like me when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, and every time I got a new mummy, my new step mummy, it's like I was infatuated, like, a new one. Wonder what this one's going to be like. The worst thing about it, I think there should be a rule for all step parents. There should be in-law. I mean, like, there should be an in-law rule, a law. Yeah, a law, I suppose. That when parents, you know, sort of maybe split up or family splits up, the step parents by law have to still buy presents for the kids forever, like birthday presents, Christmas presents. Yeah, that should be the law. And Easter. And what other things could be celebrated? Well, why is there no Children's Day? No Son's Day? No, yeah, Son's Day or Daughter's Day. But there's a Father's Day and there's a Mother's Day. Why no Son's or Daughter's Day? That's a genuine question, because I would say if they did do that, we would go along with it. Because we do the mothers and fathers, don't we? Father's Day, Mother's Day. I say we, but I fell into that trap, and I've been doing it ever since I was 7. So why not on Mother's and Son's Day? Mother's and Son's Day, Sons and Daughters Day. I mean, some might argue saying, oh yeah, but what does is the parents, they're the ones that do everything. Well, in some situations that might be true, but there comes a time, especially at my age, possibly a lot younger, possibly a lot older, where a bit like I was with Uncle Sausages, I was looking out for him, looking after him in some ways, not physically, but, you know, helping him with stuff the last year and a half or whatever, year before he was unwell. And just little bits, just looking out for him and helping him, nothing major, just helping him with bills and talking to people on the phone and, you know, ordering stuff and, you know, things like just little things. And I know he wasn't my father, so I, you know, but if he had been, I would have deserved Happy Son card, I think. Happy Son's Day card. Because he was just 1 year younger than my dad. My dad's 79. Uncle Sausages was 78. He actually turned 78 in hospital, which is just freaky. Like, it was, I think he'd been in there a week. Been in there a week. Yeah, I think he went in on the Friday. He went in at the end of July. No, he went end of June. And the first week of July was his birthday. And I remember I got him a birthday cake. I actually got it a bakery to bake it for him. I try and get him. And it wasn't a huge, but it was quite a big cake. It wasn't like, I mean, you know, it wasn't like massive, like wedding size, but it was birthday size cake because it was a birthday cake. And it was like, happy birthday, Uncle Sausages. And I took it in, I got it done, got delivered to me by Uber Eats. Took it up to hospital in a taxi and put it on one of those bedside table things that they can put underneath the, you know, when they can eat on it and stuff. So I put it on there. And the idea was to, yeah, that's weird. The idea was to take Vinny up with me. So we could all, like, we had this little bit of an area downstairs which was outside. It was still in hospital grounds, but it was just secluded. And I was going to bring Vinny in, and we were going to go and spend a bit of time downstairs outside. And I got permission, and they all organised it. And then you know how circumstances kind of muddle up. They kind of mess things up. Well, not mess things up, but just change things. So what happened is, on Uncle Sausage's birthday, the night before, or the day before, I'm walking home and my neighbour tells me that a mutual neighbour who lives around the corner was also in hospital. She'd been rushed to hospital, and she was going to try and get up there, but she couldn't get up there because she didn't have a lift to get up there, and couldn't afford to get up to hospital or whatever. So I said to her, well, you can come with me, just jump in a taxi with me, and we'll go and see her, and then we'll go and see, well, you can go and do your thing, I'll do my thing, but I'll come and see her, and then we'll go and see Uncle Sausages. And it's his birthday, so I've got a birthday cake and stuff. And she said, really? I said, yeah. So I gave her a lift. Well, she came in the taxi with me. Because she was coming, and because I was going into a different ward to see a different patient, which was my neighbour, I couldn't take Vinny. So that was a little bit disappointing. He never got to see Vinny again. He had a proper soft spot for Vinny, old Uncle Sausages, didn't he? It was quite weird because near the end of his stay in hospital, he stopped calling Vinny Vinny and he started calling him sausages. And I feel like I should change his name to Sausages. Sausages, sausages. He knows, he's listening. I know his eyes are open. I don't know his eyes are open because I can't see them, but I know they are. It's quite peaceful, actually. It's nice. I like a bit of peace and quiet. It suits me. Yeah, I had a friend visit me today, so that was nice. I haven't seen him for ages. Well, a couple of weeks. Well, I saw him last week. I saw him a couple of days ago, but I haven't seen him like to have a real chat with for a few months. So he came round and we had a good old chin wag. Yeah, it's been a while. April time, I would say. Maybe April, May, maybe June. Definitely not after June, because once I got to the end of June, that was my summer done. I was spending right the way up to, what date? 2 weeks ago, pretty much. 3 weeks ago. Was it 3 weeks ago? It wasn't the whole of the summer, to be fair, but it was July. No, it wasn't July, it was June. You know what? I'm losing track of what months it was. It was like 6 weeks anyway. So it kind of took up most of the summer, that period of sort of going up there and that. And now the summer's coming to an end. The one thing no one's going to be able to really say, although I'm sure I hear someone say it, it's like, oh, we didn't even have a summer. When's the summer going to start? And whether or not, all these records, always being the hottest Thursday at 2:30 in the afternoon ever, maybe. I don't think anyone can really say with a straight face that it's not been, weather-wise, a good weather for a summer. We definitely had a lot of days where it was hot, like in a row. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, did you hear that? That was my tummy. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, his birthday was in June. So I'm getting muddled up with the timings. His birthday was in June, not July. His birthday was in June. So it was the end of May. June. July. I'm actually going to look at my phone because this is bugging me that I don't know. It's bugging me. find out. I can find out quite easily. I will do. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, right, that's not the right one. What? Okay. This is weird. Where is it? How strange. Okay, got you. Right. Alright, I got a message from the 6th of March 2024. That was to Uncle Sausages. Okay, let's fast forward. June. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was so this is June. Yeah, so June, July. I've got one here from the 14th of May. No, this wouldn't have been. This is just a normal message. 21st of June, I sent a photograph of Vinny, and Uncle Sausages replied, "Vinny's looking very top dog, and thanks for sending me a nice pic." He wanted to say hi to his Uncle Sausages. And I got June 22nd, Sunday. So I'm guessing that's the Saturday, right, the 1st of June. So I'm guessing that was when he went in. The 20th, Friday the 20th of June. Yeah, so his birthday must have been the beginning of July. Wow, that doesn't make sense. But I suppose, yeah, to the beginning of August, 20th of June. That is about 6 weeks, isn't it? Nearly. I don't know. Make it make sense. But yeah, so that's just trying to figure out the summer. So June, May, June. I mean, the summer really kind of starts in around June time. April, May, still spring, I would say. March, April, May, spring. Summer is like June, July, August. Then autumn, September, October, November. And then the winter is like December, January, February. It's not that evenly edged out, but the weird thing about it is like, oh, it's cold, it's winter. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it can be cold, and I'm not mocking anyone that's cold. I'm just saying, for me personally, it can be cold. But it's only for a short period. It's, you know, you can have nice days in December. It can be cold, but we can have nice days in January. And once you get to February, it starts to get lighter, starts to, you know, a little bit, it's milder. You know, it's weird. It might still be cold, but we still have nicer days. It becomes very much more springy. The birds are singing. Then you got March, and it's springtime again. So, although each season doesn't last long, it's not necessarily, it's quite an okay thing, I think, really. So yeah, that's what I've done this week. That's my Saturday summary. So thank you for listening. I'm going to have something to eat now. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So thanks for listening. Remember, next Thursday, listeners' letters. Listeners' letters. If you're still listening, not letters, but letters. I'm not saying listeners that I don't want to hear about your letters. This is about letters, just, you know, what's going on with you and whatever you want to say. So, thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you deserve to be happy. And my tummy's telling me, feed me. So thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.